Welcome back. The Avengers have returned. No, not those ones. They are from a golden age long lost. I'm talking about the Praetorii Squad I built last time. And with these Avengers having been assembled, let's paint the Artel W Praetorii Squad. Before we get started, I'll outline the plan, which is to paint these up so they evoke the official Dire Avengers scheme, but so they still have some ties to the craft world hosting their shrine, in this case, Biel-Tan. Step 1, naturally, is priming, using Vallejo Surface Primer through an airbrush. With that out of the way, it's time to move on to the base colors. I'm using AK's Prussian Blue. Then to add some tonal variety, I'm mixing in some Alatok Blue to the remaining Prussian Blue in the airbrush. I like working in this loosey-goosey fashion, as it's quicker and results in a more subtle gradation. And then I'm stepping up the colors again by mixing in some model color light turquoise to that existing blend. And I'm always spraying downwards from above the model with these brighter layers to correlate with natural lighting. And here's the result. I think it's pretty good. But we're off to the lowlights. And I'm giving all the blue areas a wash with Drakenhof Nightshade mixed with Lamian Medium. Then using Game Color Black, I'm blocking in the black areas. These are the armor joints, the faceplates, the backpack sensors, and their guns. And then I'm doing the same with the white areas of the model using Dark Sea Grey. These are the waistcloths and helmets. Then I mix in a bit of Game Color Off-White to the Dark Sea Grey, to add some areas of higher value. Followed by adding areas of low value using a wash of Colia Green Shade mixed with Lamian Medium, which also adds a cool undertone. Then I go back in with the white mix to reinforce those brighter areas which were weakened by the wash. It's a bit of a back and forth process, but it yields a white that is just right. Next we're on to the helmets. This was an area I thought apt to incorporate some craft world representation. The yellow in the Dire Avengers scheme is, in my opinion, a color key to their heraldry. But the black isn't crucial, so I'm opting to replace it on the helmet plumes with the greens I use for Biel-Tan, which for me are Scale 75 Black Forest Green and Irati Green. For the yellows, I'm using AK's Dirty Yellow and Off-White. Now the Praetorii don't have hair plumes the way the official Dire Avengers do, and initially I planned to paint in segments of alternating colors. But in the end I decided to just keep it simple and alternate where the segments break naturally on the helmet crest. Next we're on to the brown and gold areas, using a tan color to base them first. I'm using Steel Legion Drab. For small leather accessories like pouches, I like using a brown contrast style paint over top. I'm using GW Cygor Brown here, but Snakebite Leather is probably a better color to use. Then for the gold areas, I'm applying what is left of this old Retributor armor. And after that, I took a break. This is a friendly reminder to like, comment, subscribe, and share. It helps creators more than you think. Though if you want to help this channel in a more direct way, while buying some neat minis like the ones in this video, check out Artel W using my affiliate link in the description. Artel was nice enough to send me these Praetorii in order to make this video here, and using my link to go to their website gives me a small kickback on any purchases made. But now, back to the video. Returning to this model, I didn't like the look of a yellow waistband, as I felt it was too strong. It kept pulling my gaze away from the model's face and weapons, so I ended up doubling back and changing it to a more Biel-Tan friendly color. Continuing on with accessories, I used Grey Knight Steel on the grenades, which was then washed with Drakenhof Nightshade. After that, it was onto the gems and glowing areas, such as the sensors and eye lenses. Regarding the gems, I sort of developed another contrast shortcut, one I have become rather fond of. It starts with a low saturated, high value variant of the end result color, which in my case is going to be pink, as magenta is one of the accent colors for my Biel-Tan army. This is followed by simply layering two contrast colors back to back, a lighter color and a darker one, ideally both with a decent amount of saturation. I'm using Doomfire Magenta and Black. First apply the bright color all over the gem. Then apply the darker contrast over the top half of the gem. And if the difference is too stark due to varying drying times, you can work the first color back in to create a blend. Easy peasy. As for the glowing areas, I used my usual quick and easy method as demonstrated in my painting eye lenses video, link in the card. From here we're nearly done. It's off to edge highlighting. I'll summarize. For the Avenger Catapult, I used Thunderhawk Blue. For the armor, I used Lothern Blue. For the green areas, I used straight Scale 75 Irati Green. Yellows used Game Color Off-White mixed with a touch of AK's Dirty Yellow. And we're closing with some last-minute out-of-order steps I forgot to do earlier. I gave all the gold surfaces a controlled wash of Reichland Fleshshade. I then decided to give the small notches in the grenades the same glowing treatment I gave the eye lenses, just to add a bit more visual interest. And finally I gave the gems a layer of gloss varnish, to really help those gems sell as having a different materiality to the armor. And it's pretty much done, all but for the base, which for this video will be done off camera. And there you have it, a Praetorii Squad, starborn ancients ready to avenge, and prepared for the most dire of circumstances. This video took far longer to produce than I thought it would. I blame the holiday season for that. But I feel it came together brilliantly, as this is one slick unit of Aspect Warriors. As always, thanks for watching, and to those on the Roll of Honor, Julius Maximus, as well as my other generous patrons and channel members. And as mentioned previously, I have an affiliate link for Artel W, the producers of this Praetorii Squad. So if you want to buy some dope minis like these, while at the same time helping out my channel, use the link in the description of this video, should you choose to make a purchase. Anyways, there are buttons for liking, sharing, and subscribing, so press the buttons you want to press, and I'll catch you in the next one.